So Tom, my wife and I are ready to remodel our kitchen, and I'm wondering what your process is like and what are the steps.
Well, I think to start off, Tom, I think what really is important to have a successful project is basically two things. You hit on our processes, and I think our processes are very strong. We've got quite a few years of tweaking those processes. And then the other part I think that is important, and we'll talk a little bit more about, is I always want open lines of communication with my clients. Well, an overview of how the Tomco process would work is we go through, we try to assess your budget, we try to assess all your needs and wishes, and then what we want to do is get to the point where we get into a design phase, and that'll be a retainer that'll ask for at that point in time. And then after that, we'll work through all the details and get a fine scope of work. And then we'll probably have our team of subcontractors come to your house, and we'll actually spend maybe a couple hour time period where we'll look into all the different areas of what actually is in your house to be able to get a really good pricing, the best pricing possible for your project. And then after that, then we go into a contract. We'll give you a contract that's well written, and you'll have a set of plans then that will be more complete as well. And then after that, your job is to sign our contract. And once we have the contract secured, then we'll ask for a down payment, and then we'll go into the ordering process. We'll have to secure building permits, and then we'll actually get into the production phase of the project. And through that phase, then I'll come through with really good schedules. I'll have a calendar there that will kind of be a good prediction of what it's going to be. There's usually in most projects, there's a couple of predictors, main components that are designed. For instance, in your kitchen, when the cabinet maker can actually fit it into the process. There's no sense for us to rush through the whole process and he's not ready to install the cabinets, and then you're grilling out on the deck for an extra week or two.
I should tell you that this is a first meeting, but obviously my wife's going to be very involved in this as well. She's going to have a big input on the design because it's her kitchen.
And that's pretty typical. I would say that normally I like both parties that have any decision making part of the process to be at this meeting. Today it's just you and I, and what we'll do is we'll still go through this process, and then when we meet the next time, I would like both of you to be at that meeting.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the design process itself?
My strong suit, I think, is to do the space planning of your project. So I'm a certified kitchen and bath specialist, which basically, and I'm a certified aging in place specialist, which gives me a lot of insights into properly placing everything into your kitchen. After we get that space planning, I usually align myself with, I have a special relationship with a gal named Carol Klein. There are other interior designers that I use as well, but Carol seems to do very well she's on the same mindset that I am. She uses the same suppliers. When we go through that selection process, she can walk you through that very well.
So Tom, tell me how I can know that the price that you give me from Tomco Company is a fair price, and I'll warn you that I'm probably going to get two bids.
Well, that's a very fair question and a good question. You as a homeowner probably don't know the pricing that we would. You know, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I can actually easily go back into my last 5 kitchens that I've done, and I can do a quick comparison as to similar projects that would be in the same price range. So I have a good handle on the pricing. Coupled with that, I actually bring my team of subcontractors to your site here, and we'll take a look at inside the walls, and we'll actually look at the conditions you have so that we can get the best possible price for you.
So Tom, doesn't that mean just taking the lowest bid?
You as a homeowner don't always know what the value of good quality products are. I think that the allowances that we throw in are real allowances. Quite often people will try to earn your business by giving you, and they'll be the lowest price, but that doesn't mean that they're realistic prices that they're putting in for what you're expecting to get out of your project. So I think coupled with good allowances, I think that we can give you really good value that way.
Tom, can you tell me a little bit about how you communicate with clients on a typical remodeling project?
It kind of depends on every client. We have the ability to receive emails. I check my emails at least twice a day. I text. I carry my cell phone with me throughout. I check my voicemails as often as I can. So really, it depends on your level of what you feel comfortable with. I can video chat. We can do any sort of communication. Whatever is the best way that you feel that you can communicate with us. I will adapt.